Neil, seriously? We'll be right back. Hey, welcome to the Devpost Commit. I'm Richard.
I'm Neil.
Neil, what have we got this week?
Great question. We're going to talk about our rebrand, Long Live Devpost. We're going to talk about two of our favorite staff picks.
I'm going to talk to Chris from Evernote about using Evernote in your next hack.
And we're going to introduce a new online hackathon from the USDA.
Hey, so cool. You talked to Brandon earlier this week about the rebrand, right?
Yeah, we did. We talked in the upstairs studio. You know what? Let's just cut to it right now. Hey folks, I'm here with our CEO, Brandon Kessler, to talk a little bit about our rebrand. Brandon, what got us on the road to a rebrand?
Sure. So when I started the company, we were about challenges, and our name was Challenge Post. You go to the website, you see a list of competitions that were software focused, but also not just software focused. And now, over several years, we've changed to where we're not just about hackathons, but we're about developers, and we're about the development that they make. So we decided to change our name from Challenge Post to Devpost. Not only does it better reflect what we are, but it reduces confusion.
And was there like one particularly nerve-wracking point during the changeover, during the process where you thought, I don't know if this is going to work?
No, the team was great. You obviously had an instrumental role in this, as did almost everybody on our team, the tech team. So this is what's really interesting for developers. You might think that changing a name just means uploading a new logo and then you're done. No, not in this day and age. Your platform is connected to tons of different applications, different services from mail to CDN to security products to everything you could imagine. And then inside each application, of course, there's different dependencies on different services, and all of those needed to be changed. So it was actually a pretty monumental tech task, and I salute Ross, our head of engineering, and the entire tech team for their work, as well as everyone else on their team who worked hard from a marketing, branding, design standpoint as well.
Absolutely. And there's one more special thing about the rebrand, right?
Yeah, so we're really excited to be releasing their Student Hacker Report along with our rebrand. And the Student Hacker Report is a report collected from all the data that student developers are using at hackathons and in colleges these days. And it's a pretty cool insight into the sort of future of tech. I encourage everybody to check it out at studenthackers.devpost.com.
All right, it's time for our favorite hacks. Neil, what did you pick?
I picked KinesicMouse, which was actually the grand prize winner from AT&T and NYU's Connectability Challenge. So what it is it's an app and hardware hack that combines a 3D camera like the Intel RealSense or the Xbox Kinect with an input device. It could be your keyboard, your computer mouse, a joystick, anything like that. And basically it tracks your head's position, its tilt, its movement, as well as your face to create gestures. And so it recognizes about, I think almost over 50 gestures that you can use to map to particular actions. So let's say you're confined to a chair, maybe you broke your arm and it's a little harder for you to use your arm, or maybe you have something like cerebral palsy. It actually still lets you use all the same devices that you use, but using sort of very natural movements, and it's very easy to sort of navigate your existing devices with. Richard, what did you pick this week?
I picked HotGuard from the Fleur Hackathon in London. Fleur is a thermal imaging camera, and what this hack does is it builds it into a wearable device that people with visual impairments can use to get alerted when they're near heat sources like a hot stove or an open flame. It's a really cool project, and I think it actually won that hackathon.
I think so. Yeah, and we've got demo videos for both of them on Devpost. You should check them out. One last thing, thermal imaging cameras. I used to be an engineer a long time ago. I remember when these things were like this big, it cost $50,000 to use, and so we never got to use them.
And the Fleur unit just clips on the back of an iPhone. Really
right,
cool.
Exactly, so it's crazy how far we've come with technology.
Hey, we got Chris here from Evernote. Thanks for joining us.
Hey guys.
So Chris, you and I, we've done a lot of hackathons together. So really tell people why they should be using Evernote in their project.
Yeah, so hey guys, excited to be hanging out at Devpost HQ. We have 50,000 devs hacking on the platform. I think what's really interesting is we launched our third-party API 6 years ago, and we're looking for new ways of using Evernote that we haven't thought of before.
That's really incredible. So what kind of volume are you dealing with this API? I understand it's like just one API that's powering all of Evernote.
Yeah, so one API powers all of Evernote, and then we process about 500 million API requests from third-party developers, so it's widely used and it's the core of all that we actually run in-house.
That's really cool. And if people are using Evernote, they're getting access to a lot more than just storage, right? And it brings a lot more functionality to the table.
Yeah, so Evernote's pretty useful being your digital assistant. I mean, we have about, I think as of our latest count, it's 150 million users, and you're storing documents, business cards, recipes, to-do lists, tasks, project plans, any of that can be in Evernote.
That's really cool. So I know that you've been asking people to upload their Evernote projects to your Devpost gallery. How has that been working out for you, or has it been good? Are you checking out some really cool projects there?
Yeah, so definitely anyone working on our API, post it on Devpost, tag it with Evernote. That's actually the best way for us to see which apps we could promote to our millions of users. It's actually, we've had several apps that have come through that have really caught our eye. Wow. So we would love to see more.
That's really cool. And so final thing, give us a project that you've seen recently, something that's really got you excited. What have people been building?
One thing we saw on our Devpost channel was actually an app called Chronify. It's an Evernote calendar connector, it's called, and it's a way to actually sync your Evernote note reminders with your Google Calendar or your Exchange calendar. So it's kind of a two-way sync, something we had never thought of before, but our users are loving it. So.
That's really cool, man. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, good to be here. See you around, guys.
So, Neil, we launched a new online hackathon.
Yes, we did. We just launched the USDA Innovation Challenge, which is in partnership with Microsoft. There's $63,000 in prizes, so I hope you're listening. The goal of this challenge is to help build a more sustainable food supply and improve farming by creating apps that integrate one or more of a bunch of data sets provided by the USDA.
So what kind of data sets do the USDA have for these hackers?
Right, so there's actually a lot of data sets. There's an entire farm data dashboard hosted on MS Azure that'll help you get started. There are estimates related to US agricultural production. There's a list of production practices and costs for different types of crops. There's even some cool image data that I think deals with both crop planning and sort of like land cover and vegetation. So definitely want to check it all out. The farm data dashboard's pretty neat. I haven't seen anything like it before. It's a really great way to access the data. You can get it via JSON, you can get XML. I think there's even some CSV and API options, so really hope you check it out. It's open, the entire challenge is open until October 27th, so go online, register, and find a teammate and team up.
That's awesome. That's all we've got for this week's newsletter. So thanks everyone for watching, and happy hacking.
All right, happy hacking.